So I'm going to click View to present. This is how technology can assist students with autism. Our group leader was Jordan Smith. Skylar Clark and I made this project with a little bit of help from Jordan. Assistive technology definition. According to the Technology-Related Assistance for Individuals with Disabilities Act of 1988, which is Public Law 100-407, an assistive technology refers to any item, piece of equipment, or product system, whether acquired commercially, off the shelf, modified, or customized, that is used to increase, maintain, or improve functional capabilities of individuals with disabilities. It can be used for children who are minimally to nonverbal, helps them show their peers that their brain functions properly, it just doesn't connect to their voice, and lets them hear their own voice, which can be comforting to them. Some examples of mid-tech would be audio books, tape recorders, a talking calculator. Of high-tech would be voice output devices, tablets, smartphones, and voice recorders. Low-tech versus mid-tech versus high-tech, and examples of them all. Low-tech means low cost. It can include clipboards, highlighters, dry erase boards, pencil grips, fidget toys, binders, sticky notes, plastic folders, laminated photographs, large print instead of regular crayons, etc. Mid-tech includes anything that would require batteries, such as tape recorders, timers, audiobooks, practice writing boards, talking calculator, projectors, headphones, slant board, etc. High-tech strategies are complex technical support strategies. This could include tablets, smartphones, video recorders, smartboard, computers, laptops, voice output devices, etc. Assistive communication devices. There are apps available that could speak for nonverbal children or adults with autism. All the student would have to do is type what they want to say and the device would speak for them. Students with strong verbal communication skills can use technology as a resource for improving their social cues. Helps them to show their peers that their brain functions properly, just doesn't connect to their voice. Lets them hear their own voice, which can be comforting to them. Some examples of low-tech would be a whiteboard and a marker for them to write on. High-tech would be a tablet with apps such as Natural Reader, which is, the one on the right with the N, or Peekazoo by DuckDuckMoose on the left. Scheduling and task completion. Students could have a tablet that they carry around school with them. This could have different resources such as scheduling apps that could have their class schedule, built-in homework time, due dates, even sports practice schedules. Task completion reminder apps that would have step-by-step checklists with detailed descriptions, which is something that could later be used in a workplace for these students. Reminders of when to go to appointments with their school counselor, special education teacher, etc. Low-tech would be a clipboard with a schedule or checklist. Mid-tech would be a timer that goes off when it's time to move on to a new task. And high-tech would be a scheduling app. Decision-making. Nonverbal students with autism or any disability often do not get the opportunity to make decisions for themselves, even though sometimes they are capable of doing so. Technology could give these students the opportunity to make some decisions for themselves. This could be as simple as clicking on which items they would like to have for lunch that day. A low-tech example would be pointing to laminated photos. A high-tech example would be using a tablet to select their choices. Motivation and reward system. Technology can be used as a reward in different situations. For students with a behavior plan, the student could be rewarded with tablet time if they complete all their behavior goals for the day. This reward can also be used to hold students accountable for getting their homework done or arriving to class on time. Many autistic children find technology to be more exciting and fun than regular children. A low-tech example would be drawing time on the whiteboard. Mid-tech would be using a timer to monitor reward time. High-tech would be educational videos or games on a computer, tablet, smart accessory. Video modeling. Students have the opportunity to learn how to do tasks by watching videos. These videos can be things found on YouTube or made by the parents or even teachers. Some examples of these tasks would be tying shoes, making a sandwich, creating an outline. This would be high-tech, as you would need a smart device to watch these videos on. Improving students' academic abilities. Some apps and websites have educational games and activities where students can learn counting, mathematics, the alphabet, spelling, animals, and even sounds. So all the way on the left, you have our Hooked on Phonics app. On the bottom, we have our PBS Parents app. And on the right, we have abcmouse.com. Examples would be apps and websites that could be categorized as high-tech because you need a device that connects them to the internet to use the apps. Some social skills. They help students cope with wanting attention, but not being able to get it all the time from a teacher or another student or parent. It makes it easier for students to calm down in a loud social setting. Some apps and websites have games for them to play where they have to figure out what to do in certain situations. Some examples could be categorized as high-tech, as you need a device that connects to the internet to use apps and websites. And on the right, you'll see that I included Social Stories, which is a website that you go to, and it shows children going through different social situations for other children to learn. Facial and emotional expressions and understanding. There are some websites available for children to use to better understand what different facial expressions mean and how to try to understand them all together. These not only help with facial recognition, but they also help with emotional confusion. They help the students learn what different emotions look like and how to identify them. So on the top of the right, you'll see an included Face Say website, which is where a student shows a facial expression, and you have to match it to what it means. And on the bottom, it's the same thing, but it's called Let's Face It website. Sorry. So it's high tech, as you need internet to use these websites. And these are our resources that we use to find these apps and websites and developmental abilities. And that is the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for listening.